Hey everybody, I'm Miss Aline and I want to thank you guys for joining us again for Kids Corner on Armstrong Cable Channels 20 and 100. Today we're at Austintown Elementary School with the second grade class, and it is all about personalities, sometimes being a little different and being your own monster. So stay tuned for our very fun 2 stories and make your own monster art project. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I am Miss Aline, and I am really happy to be joining you guys here today, and we've got a fun day planned for you. Today, we are going to talk about different personalities and how everybody has one, and how it's not always the same as everybody else's. That's because everybody has one, and sometimes they're different, right? Right. And we're also going to talk a little bit about very funny monsters. And this monster is just like we just talked about. He's a little different. His personality is just a little different than the average monster. So we're going to have some fun, and then you guys, after we are done talking about different personalities and talking about fitting in and all of those fun things and different type of monsters, we are going to think about what it would be like if we had an imaginary, but not imaginary if we really had one, monster friend. And then you guys will create your monster friend, okay? All right, so today, let's talk about different types of personalities and like feelings that go along with personalities. Can somebody tell me what does this kind of personality look like? Remember, raise your hands. How about you? That's right, happy. What about this one? How about you?
Sad.
Sad. How about this one? How about you in the middle right there? Angry. How about this one? How about you in the back right there? Yep. Scared. Can anybody tell me another personality? How about you right here with the red shirt?
Nervous.
Nervous, that's a good one. How about you right here with the other red shirt? Disgust, that's another personality. How about this? What does this look like? Can you tell me? Funny or silly. Anybody else got one to share? How about this? You right here. Bashful or shy. Very good, you guys. Do you have a new one that we haven't talked about yet? Thankful. That's a good attitude. That can be a personality trait as well. Nice job, guys. So, what do you guys think about when you hear the word monster?
Scary.
Scary. How about you? A happy monster? Sometimes. Anybody else got one? Terrifying. What about you? Big. A lot of times monsters are big, but sometimes they probably can be small too. So we are going to talk about a very, very different kind of monster today. And it was the monster who lost his mean. Because a lot of times when we see monsters in stories, they're not very nice, are they?
No.
They're usually kind of mean unless they're a different kind of monster. So this book is by Tiffany Haber, and again, it's called The Monster Who Lost His Mean. The Monster Who Lost His Mean. Monsters are a spooky bunch, a scary, hairy group. They run in packs, leave giant tracks, and dine on eyeball soup. Mean, observant, and tough to please. Envious, noisy, remarkable, super strong, a monster, all of these. One day, a monster's M went missing, gone without a trace. So now he's just the onster. And every M is custom made, the kind you can't replace. So now he's just the onster, and the teasing never ends. Not only has he lost his mean, he's lost his monster friends. Boom, boom, crunch, crunch. The onster sits alone for lunch. Boo-hoo, sigh, sigh. The onster's sad and starts to cry. Ew, he's got his eyeball soup. He can't even enjoy it. There's nothing since I lost my mean, he sobs into his stew. I've got to find that M or else it's bye-bye, monster crew. The onster tears through all his sheets and peeks beneath his bed, explores around the playground, and picks apart his shed. He empties every garbage can in all of Monsterwood. He even checks the engine under every monster's hood. Nothing, nada, not a trace. He hangs his hairy head. Without my M, I'm not myself. I'm someone else instead. He can't be mean to human kids, so why not help with chores? Sweeping, heaping, light housekeeping, organizing drawers. He joins in all their soccer games and rules at basketball. He doesn't seem to miss that missing M so much at all. I'm having tons of fun, he laughs, returning from a swim, but then he hears some other monsters making fun of him. The onster feels embarrassed. He sees their point of view. I really need to stop this stuff and do what monsters do. Maybe I'll pretend I'm mean. I bet it's not that hard. Perhaps I'll pull the flowers out of Mrs. Power's yard. He stares at all the flowers, roses in their stunning shade of red, but just can't bear to harm them, so he waters them instead. The onster thinks I'll throw some eggs at Mr. Lander's van, but winds up cooking brunch for the entire Landers clan. So do we see what's happening here with the onster? Is he having trouble being mean? He's having a problem being mean. He's trying to be mean now just to fit in, but he's actually having more fun being nice. And that's kind of funny because all the monsters are usually not nice, and they made fun of him for being nice, but he seems to be having a lot of fun and making a lot of friends, huh? So he made brunch for the Landers instead of throwing eggs at Mr. Lander's van. And now he says, I'm way too nice without any M. My monster days are through. I just don't fit in Monsterwood. I'm not sure what to do. He sadly heads on home again with teardrops in his eyes. He swings his front door open and is greeted with, surprise! a party in his honor. The monster's eyes grow wide. His name and picture cover every empty space inside. I'm not a monster after all, the monster comprehends. I may have lost my M, but then I found amazing friends. Boom, boom, pow, pow. The monster waves and takes a bow. Let's have 3 cheers, hip, hip, hooray. He's happier in every way. So that was pretty cool, huh? This was the monster who lost his meme. And I guess it wasn't so bad after all, was it? Did you guys like that story? Good. Now we've got another funny story. And this one is called Max the Brave. And it's by Ed Very. Did you say he doesn't look very brave? Well, sometimes looks can be deceiving, can't they? But that's kind of what this book is about, and that's the funny part. So, have you ever met anybody who you thought looked like they had one personality, but when you got to know them, they actually had a different personality? I have. I have too. And sometimes looks can be deceiving. You could see somebody and maybe they, I don't know, couldn't find their sock that morning. So they started off just having a bad day, and you happen to meet them then, and you see them and you think, boy, they look like a grumpy person. They don't look very nice. But after you get to know them, they're very nice. So you can't always judge a book by its cover, okay? So this is Max the Brave, and this story talks a little bit about that in a very funny way. This is Max. Doesn't Max look sweet? Max looks so sweet sometimes that people dress him with bows. Does he look very happy about being dressed with this bow? No. Max does not like being dressed up with bows because Max is a fearless kitten. Max is a brave kitten. Max is a kitten who chases mice. And you see he's got his super kitten cape on. Max the Brave just needs to find out what a mouse looks like. So he just said he chases mice, but he doesn't even know what a mouse looks like. So I think Max wants to be all the things that he just said he is, but he hasn't quite figured it out yet. So let's see what happens. Max the Brave just needs to find out what a mouse looks like, and then he will chase it. Maybe mouse is in there. Max bravely explores the can. Mouse, are you in there? Mouse isn't in there. Oh, hello. Are you Mouse? No, I'm Fly, says Fly. But I just saw Mouse scurry by a moment ago. Maybe this is what a mouse looks like. Excuse me, please, but are you Mouse? I'm not Mouse, I'm Fish, says Fish. But I just saw Mouse dash outside. That must be Mouse, up there in the tree. Excuse me, please, but are you Mouse? We are not mouse, we are birds, says the birds. But we did just see Mouse scoot by. Excuse me, but would you happen to be Mouse? Is that Mouse?
No.
No.
That's way too big.
Way too big. Eek! Mouse? I'm not Mouse, I'm Elephant, says Elephant, but I did just see Mouse skitter by. Thank you very much, says Max. And you? Nope, that away. Hello there. Are you Mouse by any chance? Is that Mouse?
Yes.
But what does Mouse say? Who, me? No, certainly not. I'm Monster, squeaks Mouse. But I did just see Mouse asleep over there. If you're very quick, you might catch him. Thank you very much, says Max. This must be Mouse. Max thinks. I didn't know Mouse was so big. Excuse me, Mouse, will you wake up, please? I am Max the Brave, and I have come to chase you. Does Monster look very interested? No. Wakey, wakey, Mouse! Yells Max as he bounces up and down on Monster's head. I am Max the Brave, and I chase mice, and I might just eat you up too. I think he'd be working on that for a long time. I didn't know Mouse had such big teeth. Gulp.
He's eating. He got it.
Gulp. So the Monster said gulp, and then Max went gulp. Achoo! Yuck! Max decides that chasing mice isn't all it's cracked up to be. And anyways, he doesn't need to be Max the Brave all the time. Unless he's out chasing monsters.
That's a mouse.
That's right, it is a mouse. Did you guys like that story?
Yeah.
So we learned that you can't always judge a thing by their looks, nor can you believe a mouse when he says he's a monster. But anyway, all right, guys, it is time now for our very fun Make a Monster art project. All right? You can make your monster out of a rectangle, or you can take the edges off of your monsters and make them like roundish at the top like this. So if you want to make your monster round at the top, you will take your scissors and you will just pick one end, which will be your top, and just snip off the edge up to the thing like that, so that you take off a little corner like that. And you'll do that on both sides of your foamy paper, and you will just take that corner off. And I'll do it one more time just to show you guys over here. You will take the little edge off if you want to make him round and put him like that, and then you will take the other edge and do the same thing. And then you'll have a rounded monster. So you can either make him like the regular rectangle, or you can make him a little bit round on the top, all right? And so right now you will, if you're cutting, go ahead and cut. And then if you're not, you can start gluing your monster onto your page that's in front of you. Now, as you're doing that, make a decision on what color you want your monster's legs to be. We have blue, we have green, and we have yellow. So you get to decide, and we're gonna come around and we're gonna cut you 2 monster's legs each, okay? You can pick 2 fuzzy balls, and these are going to be your monster's eyeballs. Take your strips for your legs and put them on the bottom of your square or your rounded square where the legs would go. Take our fuzzy sticks and we're going to cut those in half. So just try and get it towards the middle and carefully cut your fuzzy stick in half. It should be pretty easy to cut. Just on the end, you're going to put some glue and then tuck it underneath the edge, if you can, of your foamy monster head so that it's like that. We're going to take the end of our streamer paper for our legs, and you're just going to make a little small fold at the bottom of it. So you're just going to fold it once, and then you'll fold it again, and then fold it one more time, and do that about 5 times. And when you're done, you will have a little foot. You will take your paintbrush and just lightly dab it, a little bit of paint into there, and put a little dot to make the eyeballs in the middle of your fuzzy ball. guys are done, you should have your very own monster to take home and show everybody. Hey everybody, I'm Miss Aline and I want to thank you for joining us at Austintown Elementary School with the second grade class, and we had a lot of fun learning about different personalities and sometimes not fitting in and very interesting different kind of monsters. And we have our very own monsters to take with us. So next time, don't forget to tune in to Kids Corner for Armstrong Cable Channels 20 and 100. And until then, we say goodbye.